and welcome here to Talk FCB, and welcome here to another embarrassment. This is becoming an annual tradition. Barcelona have been eliminated from the Champions League, and again, we haven't just gone out. We haven't just lost the game, because that would have been fine. None of us expected us, hand on heart, to win this game. None of us expected us to go there and wipe the floor with Bayern. We're aware of our limitations. All we asked for, all we wanted as fans was a bit of fight, a bit of heart, to actually show that you care, that you give a damn. Did we see that? No, we didn't. Bayern have absolutely smashed Barcelona, and it was dreadful. And on the big occasion, today's video is coming to you courtesy of the OneFootball app. And I was actually there going to list the scorers on screen for you, but you know what? There's too many goals in Bayern's favour to actually go through all that trouble. So all I'm going to do is give you the stats, and all you need to know is it's Bayern 8, Barcelona 2. 8! We have conceded 8 goals in a Champions League quarter-final. It's unacceptable. And I don't care how you spin this. I don't care which way you look at it, whether you're the players, whether you're the coach, whether it's the board. We know that Barcelona, there's so many complex things going on right now away from the field. And believe me, I'm going to come on to those. But those players out there, you can't allow that to happen. If you are wearing the Barca shirt at 1-0, then at 1-1, we get ourselves back in the game. But then 2, 3, 4, we get ourselves back into it again. But then 5, 6, 7, 8. It's ridiculous to concede those goals and basically just stand around watching them go in with no reaction, with no fight in you to actually stand up and say, you know what, this isn't good enough. We have to do more. Gathering together to try and bring some focus and concentration back. We knew that today we had to be perfect. We knew that to beat Bayern, we had to be absolutely bulletproof in our plan. And I think you can look at Setien's lineup. I think right from the very beginning, we were speaking before the game about containing Bayern. That was always the way that Setien wanted to go with those 4 midfielders. But you look at it again today, particularly with the subs. Ansu comes on, but Ricky Puig stays on the bench for the whole game because, of course, the game was over by then anyway. We didn't even see Dembele. Griezmann comes on at half-time, and I just think looking at this team here, Barcelona, we came up against a team in Bayern who were more energetic, who were younger, fitter, fresher. But above all of that stuff, it's not just about the quality they have. It's not just about the fact there that they have some wonderful, wonderful players and a good coach and a solid structure and a good board for planning. But more than anything else, they wanted it more. They were first to every ball. Their pressing was unbelievable. And even after all the goals they were scoring, even after they went so far ahead in this game, they went more. They kept banging on that door and they were relentless. We spoke about this in the build-up to the game. Bayern do not stop. Bayern will keep going no matter what the scoreline is. That's the mentality of a top team. It's not just about containing a team. It's not just about scoring one and then sitting on it or about scrapping a late goal. It's about scoring and scoring and scoring and never giving in, never giving up and never giving your opponent a chance in the game. But we were just dreadful. Right the way through the game, from the players to the coach, like I say. I wouldn't be surprised that by the end of this video, if Setien has either resigned or been sacked. You've got to look, of course, at the management of the club who've allowed this to happen, because I'll tell you this right now, look at that starting lineup today. It was actually the oldest team ever to represent Barcelona in the Champions League there, with an average age of nearly 30 years old. But also, you look to the bench. On that bench, you've got Griezmann, you've got Dembele, you've got Coutinho, who's not even on the Barca bench, he's on the Bayern bench. He comes on for them, scores twice and assists, incredibly, and he didn't celebrate either. Fair play to him, because if I was him, I'd probably be giving it large. I'd probably be going over to the bench and celebrating, because you know what? We casted him out without a second thought after signing him there for 150 million euros. You've got Griezmann, you've got Dembele, over 100 million each on both of those, and again, just on the bench. What a joke. From top to bottom now, it's not news to us. We've spoken about it before. This club has massive leadership problems. And I tell you what, finally, after the game, Gerard Piqué comes out, faces the media, and he says the club need change. And he specifically says, not the players, I'm not talking about the coach, I mean change at this club. Victor Font is calling now for presidential elections. He wants Bartomeu there to bring them forward, to get this going right away, and to suddenly now bring that forward from 2021. Because honestly, this can't continue. This right here is a joke. And you know the worst part about all this? You know the fact that here tonight, again, it's another embarrassment. Again, we've conceded so many goals again right at the Champions League. But the worst part of this is, I'm actually getting used to it. I'm actually getting used to this feeling of just embarrassment, of just being run over by another team. Because think about it. We had it against Roma. It was a shock. We had it against Liverpool. It was a bit of a shock then too. We've had it tonight. And actually, after going 1-0 down and then Bayern coming into the game, scoring more and more and more, you were sitting there thinking, you know what? Not even that surprising now, is it? We probably will concede more because that's just the way that it is. And for a Barcelona team who, like I said during the game, we've gone from beating Real Madrid teams 6-2 at their home stadium, 5-0 at the Camp Nou. We've gone from dominating Europe in some unbelievable teams to suddenly being a shadow of that. We didn't even compete with Bayern tonight. We didn't even match them on any single level, and we've only got ourselves to blame. You look at Bayern and their players tonight, they were absolutely outstanding. I've got to give huge credit right throughout their team, from Thomas Muller. Lewandowski finally got himself on the score sheet. You got your two wingers there, Gnabry and Perisic on the night, played really, really well. What about Alphonso Davies? What a magnificent run to set up Joshua Kimmich. Absolutely incredible there. What a fullback he is going to be, or a winger if he goes and develops into it in the years to come. But for Barca, we're just so far away. You look at the players out there, you look at the ageing core of our team, but like I say, we've spoken about it. We know about these failures. We've known about them now for quite some time. What we need to happen is to actually have a bit of action, a bit of a rebellion there in the city. We need the Socis here to stand up against Bartomeu because he's taken office there since 2014, and year upon year upon year, doesn't matter about the coach, doesn't matter about the players, he has been responsible for building this team, for making it into something to challenge. We haven't done that. We've gone in the opposite direction, and the longer this goes on, the further we will slip away. We need action now. We've called for it before. We've all been demanding it now for quite some time. Our failures have been clear, but now it's on the world stage. Now we have been embarrassed once again, the biggest now in our history. This cannot go on. This must not go on. This club is in desperate need of rescuing. Bartomeu out. Setien, like I say, no question about it, he will be gone. And these players, this should be the last Champions League game for many of these players in a Barca shirt. It's as simple as that. And of course, guys, there is going to be so much more coming. This is very raw right now, straight after the game, trying to react, trying to process everything that happened. To be honest, that 90 minutes there was a bit of a whirlwind. I think, to be fair, when you're watching those goals go in, you don't want to believe it. You were sitting there as a Barca fan in disbelief. You were thinking, how is this happening? What is happening? And the players were just, like I say, looking around, having a little look here, doing a little jog. Nobody was sprinting around. Nobody was shouting. Nobody was saying, this is not good enough. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. And if they could see us fans, what it does to us on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, we come here, we sit here, we want more from this team, and all we had is hope. That's literally all we had ahead of this game. Many people will say, oh, Barcelona fans thought they were going to win. No, we didn't. We knew that we weren't going to win this game, but we still have that hope because stupid us, we think these players might actually give us something. We think that maybe they can get one last final drop out of their careers, which, to be fair, are very nearly ending for most of these players. But as you've seen tonight, it's one step too far. When you come up against the best players, which we did in Bayern, the best teams, you will get turned over time and time and time again. And tonight, to be fair, they've absolutely wiped the floor with us. They've embarrassed us. And it hurts to be a Barca fan. Another year, another defeat, another embarrassment. We will stand up. We will rise again. But to do that, we need that change. Bartomeu, he is the fault of everything that circulates around him. It trickles down from the board. It all comes down from that lack of leadership at the top of this club. If you remove him, if you start there with a new direction, a new leadership, a new project at the club, you will see change for the better. I'm not saying it's going to be instantaneous. I'm not saying that we're going to see overnight Barcelona back to being European champions or anything like that. All I'm saying is we will start to get back on the right track. We will start to recapture some of the values that we used to have as a club before Bartomeu came in and, quite honestly, year by year has just torn this club shred by shred. And we're not having it. We are not accepting that a single second longer. Change now! Please leave your thoughts in the comments down below, guys. I thank each and every one of you here who've not only come to the match review, but also made it this far in the video. I really do appreciate that, because it must be right now such a difficult situation. And I get that. I completely understand what you're going through right now. And that's what the channel is all about. People were saying, don't make a match review. Don't come and actually review this game. Don't bother. But that's the thing. Well, I've got to do it. I've got to come here, give you this video, and we have to talk. We've got to talk about what we've seen, because that's what the community is. In good times, in bad times, we will stay together, we will stick together, because in the end, this club will come good, we will still be here for it. But like I say, change is necessary, and I'll be making plenty more videos, analysing the defeats, looking ahead to the future, and all of the latest on Setien's future and Bartomeu's too. I will see you soon, guys. I'm sorry that tonight ended the way it did. I never wanted that, and I was really hoping for better. Thanks again for watching. But until next time, as always, Visca El Barça.